Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about BJT. Those three words refers to Bipolar Junction Transistor. And the first transistor was invented in 1947 by three scientists, John Barton, Walter Bratton, and William Shockley. And those three scientists had been awarded with Nobel Prize for that invention. So now you can guess how important this topic is. So let's get started. Bipolar Junction Transistor. If you want to know where that name comes from, you need to know some information about its physical structure. And if you want to know about its physical structure, you need to know some information about its semiconductor materials. I know that might sound disturbing, but I will try to make it clear as possible. BJT is made of P-type and N-type semiconductor materials such as silicon or germanium with atomic impurities. The type of impurity determines the type of the semiconductor, and the process of adding impurity is called doping. We are not going to talk a lot about P-type and N-type, but all you need to know is that P-type has more holes than electronics, and the N-type has more electronics than the holes. So let's talk about the physical structure of the BJT. There are two types of the transistor, NPN and PNP. In case of NPN type transistor, the P-type semiconductor material is sandwiched between two N-type semiconductors material. And in the PNP type, the N-type is sandwiched between two P-type semiconductor material. There are three regions as shown. The largest region is called collector region, and the smallest one is called base region, and the last one is called the emitter region. And there are three terminals connected to each region, and each one is called the same as the region with which is connected to. The same things will happen with PNP transistor, the smallest region called base, and the largest region called collector, and the last one called emitter. And the most used transistor is the NPN because the mobility of electrons is more than the mobility of the holes. As you know, each electrical component have a symbol, which is used to write it down on paper fast and easy. And if anyone see it, he will notice that's a transistor. And here is the symbol of the transistor shown. After talking about the physical structure and N-type and P-type semiconductor materials, now we can talk where that name comes from. As we said before, the transistor is made of N-type and P-type material, and the P-type got more holes than electronics in it, and the holes is positively charged. On the other hand, the N-type material got more electronics than the holes, and the electronics is negatively charged. That means that we have two types of polarities. That's why we called it bipolar. And the junction, because we have two junctions between the N and P type and P and N type, as shown in the picture. And the transistor, it contains two words, transfer and resistor. And the transfer because there are electrons transferred from one area or one region to another, and the resistor because the difference between the resistance from each region. On this video, we only talked about the transistor's material and structure and where that name comes from. On the next video, we are going to talk about how the BJT works and the usage of it. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe.